Welcome back to the Best of Investing. I'm Edward Brown, your host, along with Mark Hunt of Pacific Private Money. And on the phone, we have America's business coach, Ron Tunick. When we cut to the third commercial break, we asked this trivia question. What was the name of the show Alan Funt hosted that would surprise people in various situations?
Candid Camera.
Candid Camera, that is correct.
Man, oh man, it's the first time, and I don't get anything. I don't win anything, but darn it, I know your beautiful resort. Is that what people are getting?
That's what they get, is a 3-day, 2-night stay at the beautiful Lighthouse Resort, which it's not mine. It's just, they give it to me to give away on the show. And it is nice, especially in the summertime, because of the nice hot weather out there.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Delta's a great place to have fun.
Okay, so here we're going to get into just a couple of quick little articles here. First of all, not an article. This is something I got in the mail, and this is from Hernandez versus Restoration Hardware, and this is a notice of pendency of class action. So, you get these things in the mail that say you're automatically part of a class action suit. Good luck. Good,
Right. Don't do anything, you'll get your check in the mail.
Yeah, basically. You have to elect to go out of it, right? So get this. The lawsuit claims that Restoration Hardware violated Civil Code section blah, blah, blah by requesting and recording zip codes from customers who paid for merchandise with a credit card. Ooh, that's so evil. I mean,
I've had that happen to me quite a few times in various places I bought goods at.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, either you can just say, no, I don't want to give it to you, or who cares? I mean, you're not giving them your social security number. All you're doing is giving them a zip code. I mean, where's the big danger in that?
Well, those are law firms that are basically finding things to file class actions about. I mean, I've been reading more in the paper lately about the whole patent troll issue, about how these companies and law firms that just make literally millions and millions of dollars filing patent infringement lawsuits on behalf of companies that don't exist except for the fact that they own patents they've bought from various sources. Yeah,
but something like that. I mean, it's one thing if you catch a big company, let's say a telephone company that's been charging fees, the hidden fees that they didn't tell you,
right?
Because that's real damage. Now, all this is just asking for stupid zip codes. But so it also goes on to say here, they seek money or other benefits for the class members. There is no money available now, and no guarantee that there will be. They have to prove their claims at trial. I mean,
that's
that
just
kind of
nuts. So if you enjoy buying goods at Restoration Hardware and you enjoy their price as well, this law firm is going to make it so that they're going to probably have to increase their prices to cover their legal fees for defending a crappy lawsuit.
Yeah, and then how much do the attorneys get? Like
almost
80%
all
of it? Yeah. Okay, then there's a little thing here. Hey, Coach, did you hear that the IRS did some stuff that they shouldn't have been doing recently?
Don't get me started. We're having a nice time.
I know.
Talking about it. Mark's got a great investment strategy with his private investment. I think it's probably one of the smart things that anybody can do today to diversify your funding. But let me ask both of you. Investing in other things like buying old cars, and look, I'm getting hooked on this cable TV show, Counting Cars. These guys buy these cars, these older cars, for X amount of dollars, fix them up, and sell them for a fortune. That seems like an interesting play in today's investment.
Well, it's like fixing and flipping real estate.
There has to be a lot of alternative investment, you guys, that we need to talk about.
Okay, well here, the only reason I wanted to mention this IRS thing was talking about how they had all these 223 gatherings costing the taxpayers $49 million. Now,
you're talking about their so-called conferences.
Conferences, yeah. So I got a question: are the attendees having to pay taxes on the value that they received? Because if they receive just a regular conference, that's one thing. But if they're getting these lavish rooms and all that, I think the IRS needs to tax themselves.
Well, you are brave to be even mentioning the IRS on a public radio show. I just want to make it flatly known that I love the IRS.
Yeah.
I love the IRS. In my eyes, they can do no wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you know they're listening to the show?
That's right.
They're monitoring the show. So,
we all, Mark loves them, Edward loves them, and Coach loves them. That's right.
Keyword searching, listening, selective listening.
And Mark, you've got an interesting article there, which we can cover for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we were talking about. Well, we've been talking about the real estate market and the real estate market is thriving, quite frankly, but not every sector of the economy is, and that's probably what's most newsworthy nowadays. Is that the so-called recovery is very uneven throughout the economy, and so I just pulled in this little article here. It says overdue student loans hits all-time high, and so it's saying
There's a reason for that.
well, right. Well, first of all, there's
Can't get a job.
a lot of students.
There's two reasons for
Yeah.
that. If you want to hear them, let me know, and I'll waive my consulting fee.
Well, absolutely. Well, just the two things I want to mention that they say here is that basically the 11% of student loans are currently seriously delinquent, and that student loans is the largest category of consumer debt besides a mortgage. And
We got to think that more. I mean, you got to think that college is pretty expensive. We're not talking about buying, a couple of
Okay, I'll
dresses
give you
at
three
Nordstrom.
reasons, and then I'll waive my consulting fee.
okay,
All right. So is the amount Edward in the billions?
Actually, Mark's article says what?
it 1 trillion.
Oh.
Can you believe that? 1 trillion.
As long as it's under a quadrillion, I don't care.
So
Go ahead.
college, and you guys know this, has less and less to do with getting a real world job, has less and less to do with making money. Yes, if you're going to be a doctor, you got to graduate from a medical school. Hopefully it's one in the United States. But, the bottom line is that the cost of education, paying professors 6 figures for working 3 hours a week. Come on, guys. Don't we need to get a handle on this thing? Don't we need to figure out that the production quality, the return on investment?
Yes, but they've earned it.
Students isn't there anymore.
They want tenure because they've earned it.
Well,
John Houseman.
well, Coach, it is interesting that this article does say.
Am I wrong or right on that, guys? Come on.
No, I think you're right, but here's a statistic that's interesting. The unemployment rate for young adults who are college graduates, the employment rate for for college graduates is 87% compared to 64% if you only have a high school diploma. So there's still quite a discrepancy there in higher ability.
Oh
So.
my God! I know we're running out of time, but going to some of these, big fancy restaurants, and the waiters and waitresses are people with MBAs and master's degrees, and they can't crack the job. We need to do a show on that. That'd be interesting.
Well, we actually, I think coming up here, we're going to be having having someone who says that college is not
A waste of
a
money.
waste
Yeah,
of money.
that's
Okay,
interesting.
guys, we're going to have to cut out. Thank you very much,
Oh
Coach.
my God, the hour's gone so
It,
fast.
it has. Thank you very much, Coach Ron Tunick from America's Business Coach, for joining us. Thoughts for the day: a Saudi Arabian woman can get a divorce if her husband doesn't give her coffee. That's kind of a switch, isn't it? And according to a British law passed in 1845, attempting to commit suicide was a capital offense.
Oops, we lost it. There we go.
Okay, let me try that again. According to a British law passed in 1845, attempting to commit suicide was suicide was a capital offense. Offenders could be hanged for trying. Yeah, that'll teach them. Okay, tune in next week to The Best of Investing. We're going to be giving away 9 more free vacations for answering trivia questions. Thanks for listening. On behalf of our team, I'm Edward Brown. We're wishing you the best of investing. So long. Is Coach got
Disconnected.
Yeah.
Oops.
My God.